she witnessed a lot of abuse in the home herself when she was returned to her mother. And at about, I was 23 and she was 25, and they found her in her apartment dead. And we all kind of knew, we all kind of saw some signs that he wasn't the right kind of guy, wasn't a nice guy, but no one did anything. And I feel like I didn't do anything then, but it's my job to do something now. And whenever I see violence towards women and it doesn't have the full story, social isolation, financial dependency, emotional and control and manipulation, self-blame,
lack of value for themselves and low self-esteem,
self-confidence is very low at this point, and they may not have started that way.
right?
It might have actually been someone who was healthy, taking care of themselves, and they got into an experience that led them to have lower self-esteem.
Well, as long as
And I know this is going to sound extreme.
You have to be in tune to, like, what does her culture say
Yeah.
that she did, and I don't want to violate that in my attempt to save her.
And especially because, or you're supposed to go out to visit your mom, it takes you 10 minutes to get there, you should stay with her until an hour. If you're not back within that 10 minutes to drive, 10 minutes to drive home, that's 20. You got 40 minutes to be with your mom. The honeydew, and I love you, and you're so fine, and I wish I could go back. Power and control wheel has a lot of different parts to it, so we're going to come back to it. But I wanted to just show you the wheel. So we know that domestic violence is about power. It's not about anger. It's not about stress. It's not about my family isn't rich enough or poor, or we just don't have enough connection with our students. What is it? I knew that you were my wife. In my head, like, that's a sign that you might be abusive.
Right.
God told me we're gonna, okay.
It's a little obsessive.
let's get to know each other.
Yeah, I just met you Tuesday. Like, I need to get to know your last name before we go right into. But those are signs that sometimes
Yeah.
look cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are signs that really good study, and it's also a really good questionnaire. I did not put it in here, but I'll email everybody. It's only 5 of us. So I'll email you guys a questionnaire that I use star. Because I understand.
And we had to learn too, because one of the things that we had to also deal with in terms of even the military but government installations was that the reality that what we often saw as workplace violence was domestic violence that spilled over into the workplace.
I did a really great training last year with Prudential. Is a really good diversity, and don't even put the extra energy. And you how do we help her stay safe every time? Right, so you're creating plans for that person to have choices, so options. Our job is to hopefully get them out.